My name is Carter Cox, and here is my media intervention proposal centered around portrayals of masculinity in media. So, one of the biggest problems facing the male gender today is how masculinity is depicted in media and popular culture. Currently, the concept of hegemonic masculinity, which is also referred to as toxic masculinity, refers to a set of traits that real men must adhere to if they want to be respected. Ultimately, hegemonic masculinity is the traditional, problematic narrative that all men must be violent, authoritative, and powerful, among other traits. Another key aspect of hegemonic masculinity is the total rejection of femininity and anything that could be potentially associated with it. When a young male practices hegemonic masculinity, mistakenly provides them with a sense of self-respect or security among other males. Traditional portrayals of hegemonic masculinity in media include stoic, relentless assassins like John Wick, or ultraviolent anti-establishment figures like Brad Pitt's character from Fight Club. Another key aspect of this gender-related problem is that the failure to conform to the principles of hegemonic masculinity result in social rejection from other males, which could be seen through general ridicule, verbal harassment, including homophobic insults or physical retaliation. A current example of how hegemonic masculinity is still prevalent in today's media landscape was a few years ago when the personal care brand Gillette decided to launch a new marketing campaign focused around addressing negative behaviors associated with toxic masculinity. So in 2019, Gillette posted a short film titled "We Believe the Best Men Can Be," which featured examples of toxic male behavior, including catcalling, fighting, cyberbullying. The video then showed examples of positive male behaviors, such as calling out men who perform these behaviors with hopes to inspire the next generation of males. However, this video was met with overwhelming backlash as and almost entirely coming from men. Comments and dislikes flooded the video with males making claims such as the video was made from a feminist agenda or that Gillette simply hated the male gender. Not to mention, most comments contained hateful, offensive, or otherwise explicit material. This experience showed that there is still an urgent need to combat hegemonic masculinity, especially in digital environments when racist, misogynistic, or otherwise divisive comments can kind of spread like wildfire. The target audience I want to focus on for my media intervention is males aged 12 to 24, which intentionally includes both male adolescents as well as men entering adulthood. This media intervention would also be geared towards young men who already subscribe to harmful masculine ideology, such as the values promoted by media personalities such as Andrew Tate. The reason why I'm targeting this age range is because the transition period from adolescence into adulthood is integral to how males shape and perceive masculinity norms. This age range is also particularly influenced by socialization and the actions of their peers, so it is imperative that this media intervention includes males of all demographics. Since the goal of the overall media intervention is to combat negative stereotypes surrounding masculinity, this media intervention is aimed towards showing young males that there is no right way to exhibit masculinity or to be a male. By producing and broadcasting a series of public service announcements that depict masculinity in diverse, non-traditional ways, this media intervention would begin to unravel what the media has told us what it means to be masculine. For example, some PSAs could focus on what current issues young males face and what healthy sources they can turn to when they feel different or problematic emotions. Other PSAs could emphasize the importance of males seeking therapy or other forms of self-help. A final string of PSAs could then demonstrate specific toxic behaviors associated with hegemonic masculinity and what harm they cause. For example, these ads could show how misogynistic comments from young males impact young females, or how other forms of online hate speech impact non-socially dominant communities. Overall, this series of PSAs would hope to create depictions of a more balanced male character as opposed to traditional portrayals of masculinity. The social media platforms I would use for this media intervention would be Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok, since they are extremely popular with younger audiences. The PSAs could also simultaneously air on popular cable networks for males, such as ESPN, Fox, TNT, and NBC. The first media theory that supports the goal of my media intervention is social cognitive theory. This theory suggests that people learn behaviors through prolonged social observation, even through media. Hopefully, by airing PSAs repeatedly, these media messages could help change how males perceive masculinity in themselves and those around them. Another theory that supports my intervention plan is the cultivation theory, which states frequent viewers of television are more likely to adapt to the worldviews presented to them through TV. By repeatedly airing PSAs on various popular cable networks, the series suggests again that media messaging can have an actual impact on those who consistently consume them. Ultimately, the future generation of males depend on having more responsible depictions of masculinity in media. In this case, the more diverse portrayals are, the better. This would further reinforce to males that masculinity is not defined by one specific set of characteristics, nor that there is one true approach to masculinity. Because there are positive role models for men out there, and we have seen the emergence of some better male role models in media, such through characters as Ted Lasso or LeBron James in sports media. I would also hope this media intervention campaign would inspire other forms of media to better depict masculinity, as well as promote healthy strategies for males dealing with mental health issues. In conclusion, this media intervention hopes to reverse years of harmful male stereotypes perpetuated by media and aims to save future generations of males from toxic gender ideology. Thank you.